Instagram looks like they're trying to directly compete with YouTube. A lot of people out there are saying, no, Drew, that's not what it is. This is for different things. In the keynote in which they announce it, they literally just describe how complicated YouTube is and says, we can do better. All they really didn't do is use them by name, but they used their logo, they used the pictures, they used the exact way the layout works, so don't try to deny it. IGTV is trying to be a YouTube competitor. The question is it a worthy one? I am super fed up with a lot of policies and a lot of things that YouTube makes us all do. I think YouTube gets away with it because there's really no other platform that is competing with YouTube that should make YouTube scared, that they need to see, oh, this platform can offer these things, therefore we need to be careful or else people are going to leave our platform. YouTube is such a majorly large network full of vastly different channels, whether they be huge, whether they be small, and trying to find another video uploading platform that can rival what YouTube has created just on size alone is very difficult to do. However, I think Instagram is definitely one of those companies that has the potential to maybe not replace them entirely, but at least try to nudge them in a better direction. At least get YouTube scared in a way that they go, oh no, people are going to start leaving us. Instagram recently hit 1 billion active monthly users. This is a lot of people, and since they're one of the few social media apps that can rival YouTube's size, I think they are in a prime position to say, you know what, we can do the video platform better, and this would not be the first time Instagram's done something like this. We all remember Snapchat stories, right? Instagram rivaled that, and while everyone accused Instagram of copying, and it was kind of a meme for a while that Instagram just takes other people's ideas and makes them their own, if you look at the hard numbers, a lot of people stopped using Snapchat after that and really enjoyed the stories feature on Instagram. So this is a perfect example of copying in business is kind of okay if you're able to do it better. I criticize companies that copy Apple but do it worse. Oppo Find X, AR emoji, things like that are duplicates of what Apple's created, but they're worse at it. If you're able to copy what Apple has done and make it better somehow, then I'll give you credit for it. And that's what Instagram had done with stories. Now it appears from this keynote that they're attacking the video platforming device of YouTube. So we've got a couple of problems here. The exciting part is that they're saying this will be a creator-driven platform. It will be built by the people who create the content, which typically means monetization of some sort, right? The creators are going to be paid for the number of views or the number of minutes watched they get, and I assume there will be ads on this dedicated IGTV app at some point, and that's how you really get people to switch over from YouTube, is if you can say, we can offer you monetization on this platform, and this is where YouTube is continuously getting worse and worse. It's becoming harder to monetize your channel on YouTube, requiring 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. There's demonetization for just saying a couple of bad words. A lot of people are upset with the rules here on YouTube. So if Instagram was just able to make the monetization policies a little bit better than YouTube, even I would seriously consider switching. If you didn't know this, I already made a couple IGTV videos, and luckily our Instagram page is kind of growing handsomely. We're at 12,500 followers. So if I was able to make more money on Instagram, as a business owner, I really have to pay attention to that, and I really have to consider switching to it. The reason I, however, don't think IGTV is a YouTube competitor, despite it trying to be, is the creative restrictions, yes, restrictions that they're putting on the new generation of creators. This is where the controversy comes in. There's a bunch of little limitations like, well, yes, they do have a desktop uploader, which is really enticing to professionals who do lots of high-end video editing, not just mobile phone uploads. Just showing that even if you're on a Mac or a PC, we want you to edit and post content on IGTV. It has to be a .mp4 file, which is kind of specific, and YouTube accepts a lot more types of file formats. It has to be under 3.6 gigabytes, which currently YouTube really doesn't have a size limit, at least one that they advertise a lot. You can upload giant videos, you can upload 4K at 60 videos, you can upload 10-hour videos if you want to. Instagram's pushing that down as well. It has to be between 15 seconds and 60 minutes. So those are all kind of minor limitations, but the biggest one is the fact that everything you upload to IGTV has to be portrait mode. Has to be up and down. Instagram refuses to use the accelerometer on your phone and say that, hey, I want to watch this video in landscape mode. That's easy. No, Instagram says, this is too complicated. This is awkward. Literally, in the keynote, the guy's just like, isn't it so awkward that you have to open the YouTube app?
All of this change is super exciting, but we think there are a handful of problems. The tools we watch video are old and out of date. Think about it. Today we still watch videos formatted for a TV on a vertical screen, which means we either have to rotate our phone awkwardly or watch a tiny little version, and that doesn't make much sense, does it?
And then you have to decide what you want to watch. Don't you wish everything just started playing automatically? Maybe some of you out there are like that, I don't know, but I'm definitely not. I don't want to open an app and have it instantly start playing stuff. It's like, hold on, I didn't ask for that. Give me a second, I'll tell you what I'm in the mood for. And also they criticized it for, and when you're holding in portrait mode, you have to watch these horizontal videos and little mini players that only take up part of the screen. Yeah, that seems fairly practical to me. It's kind of nice. You can see the channel beneath, you can read the comments, you can see other videos that you could be watching at the same time. I'm okay with this. And it appears Instagram is okay with this too, because if you're using the IGTV app, you're watching a video in portrait mode, you go to the comments section, they minimize their player into a horizontal cutout too. Except since it's a vertical video, they have these giant black bars at the top of the screen. So while they criticize YouTube for having tiny mini players at the top of the screen when you're watching something in portrait mode, to bring up the comments on IGTV, they do the exact same thing. It's very hypocritical to me. But for creatives on YouTube, there's already a bunch of barriers that is really hard to get past, that many people who favor IGTV will just say, well, you have to get more creative with vertical recording. Are you literally trying to tell everyone that every camera, every DSLR, every Blackmagic, every Red camera we're all filming on right now, we have to all rotate? We're all gonna have to get tripods that allow our cameras to rotate 90 degrees so we can record them? Or are we gonna record extremely high resolutions and just crop them in every time, wasting God knows how many gigabytes of footage every single video? Now let me just bring something else up that I don't think a lot of people are thinking about: the gaming community. It will be very, very difficult to try to showcase someone doing a walkthrough, someone doing a let's play, someone doing a live stream on a game when you're forcing them to do it vertically. This is not simply asking someone to rotate their camera when recording a vlog or a tech video. And by the way, vlogs and tech videos for IGTV, pretty simple, right? Like, that's not that complicated. You crop in the sides. People like me, MKBHD, Sam from My Update OS, Paul Grossclose, we don't have really a problem with switching to vertical very much. It can make cutaway shots a little more awkward, but for the most part, it's fine. The gaming community, aside from music on YouTube, is pretty much the largest one there is there. There are giant gaming channels on YouTube that accumulate tens of millions of subscribers, and if IGTV wanted to be a YouTube competitor, they would need to offer something that could rival that, and they can't right now. No one wants to watch a Fortnite or Minecraft or Black Ops 4 Let's Play as soon as that becomes available in vertical mode. You're going to be cutting off the majority of the gameplay, unless Instagram is suggesting all consoles and PCs switch to vertical gameplay. No. There is a reason our TVs and our monitors resulted in being horizontal rectangles. This was not humanity picking things out of random. Our eyes are horizontal, our ears are horizontal, and it makes sense for humans, you know, when we're building rooms or designing our furniture layouts, to put things across from each other, because, you know, going up and down is a lot more complicated than going side to side. We can walk. So when I'm panning around and showing you shots of my room or my office, that horizontal view allows me to put a lot of things in perspective at the same time. Do you really care what's on the floor and the ceiling during this time? Not really. So we focus on what is at eye view. People who make short films or who make comedy skits and stuff like that, people who are film professionals, have been using the rule of thirds for years, and it's all come from cameras being able to record horizontally. Throwing all that out the window because doing this is too awkward is putting all creative professionals in a very difficult place, including movie reviews. A giant part of YouTube is, you know, think about honest trailers, think about people who review movies. They need to cut to the movies they're showing. All the movies in Hollywood, they would have to find the best vertical angle of it. That's not going to be intuitive. And probably the scariest thing about IGTV is I've uploaded 2 videos to my Instagram so far, and a lot of comments say you like it. A lot of people are into it. They're like, hey, this is nice. I don't have to rotate my phone. While that's cool, I think the only people that can make IGTV videos are currently the ones that already have. And as long as Instagram instigates these really strict rules on the uploading policies, I don't think they're a true YouTube competitor. There's far too many communities of YouTube that could never switch over to IGTV, even if the monetization was great. That's what bums me out about this whole thing, is that I genuinely would consider switching to another platform if their monetization was easier, the process didn't take 4 or 3.5 months, and it was more reachable. I would consider switching switching to a different platform. But every time we try a different platform, there's some catch to it. You know, you go to Twitch and the platform's a lot smaller and it's more about gaming and live streams. You go to Vimeo and the community's a lot smaller and it's more about film professionals and they want more money. You go to Facebook and 90% of the uploads are YouTube videos with black bars with crying emojis added to them. Anytime someone is trying to compete with YouTube, there has to be some gimmick or catch the media platform tries to throw in with it. With Instagram, it's everything's gotta be vertical. That's the only catch. That's not something everyone can just switch over to. For vloggers, sure. Even for tech videos, it's probably fine. But that is not the majority of YouTube. There are people making cinematic skits. They don't even have to be very high budget, just people who like to film videos and action scenes and stuff like that. It's not going to translate well over to vertical. There's the people who review movies and need to show clips of the movie they're talking about. Sometimes these movies have extremely wide aspect ratios and they're not going to try to convert that over to vertical. And of course, one of the largest platforms on YouTube, gaming, which is watching someone's screen as they're playing a game, and typically there's a face cam in there. Trying to stuff all that vertically somehow, I really don't think it's going to work, and I don't think it's going to convince a bunch of people to switch, even if Instagram's monetization practices are excellent. So I'm not trying to say that IGTV is going to die or no one's going to use it. It definitely has its place, but let us not forget that at this keynote they were directly complaining about YouTube's layout and saying they could do something better than YouTube. If you're going to make that accusation, then you have to make something better than YouTube. This is not. I can watch gaming videos, movie reviews, high budget or low budget skits, because I hate to break it to you, Instagram, but this isn't very hard. So I'm curious what you guys have to think about IGTV Live. Remember when Instagram used to require everyone to upload a square picture and then they changed their mind on aspect ratios later? I think they might do that here because there's a lot of outcry about this, and if they really want their app to be powered by ads in the future, then I think it would be really, really smart of them to make more of a YouTube clone. Even if it is directly copying, I still think a lot of people would switch over. I would definitely consider it if their monetization rules are much better, which with YouTube right now, that wouldn't be hard to do. What do you guys think about IGTV? Let me know in the comments below. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.